and welcome to a very special episode of Just Two Stands. Today, we are celebrating Teresa's 1-year Army-versary. Yay! Okay,
what? So I blame every single person that was, making a joke yesterday by, dealing with the whole you-know-who and her husband situation and posting pictures of cake on my timeline. And so today, I woke up, I was like, damn it, I really want some cake.
I mean, and we have a very special occasion to celebrate it, so let's go.
I'm gonna light the candle. Hold on.
Okay.
There's no song, but
happy Army-versary to you. Happy Army-versary to you.
Hold on, I gotta wait till it gets sparkles.
Army-versary to you. Happy Army-versary, Teresa. Woo woo.
Oh, there it is. There's the sparklers. That's what I wanted.
Okay. So you're gonna have to make a wish. What's the ultimate?
I feel like it's gotta be BTS related.
I know. What's the ultimate BTS Army wish right now?
I can't say it out loud, or can I say it out loud?
No, you can't say it out loud.
Okay.
If you say it out loud, it won't come true. But
I feel like everybody knows.
I feel like I know what you're
wishing.
Okay. I know.
It's probably gonna relight. Yeah.
Is that a trick candle?
No, I think it's just like a sparkler one. We all get to make a wish. You get to make a wish. You get to make a wish.
Are you the Oprah of wishes? Oh my god. This cake is amazing.
Okay.
This cake is amazing.
I'm gonna
really
cut pieces
pink.
for us over here.
Oh, this looks good. Okay.
We got cake.
Cake. So much cake.
and because I've never tried them, I got some Milksy.
Isn't it Milkus?
Milkus? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
That's a gross name.
Well, it's not Milksy.
That's true. Milkus makes more sense. That sounds a little too close to mucus for me.
Well, but what's the other one you have? Because that's even more exciting.
I have the Chilsung. I think that's how you say it.
Chilsung?
Yeah.
Chilsung? Yeah, that's the
lemon lime something.
Well, isn't that the new BTS promoted
they're sponsored,
drink?
yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
So, we're all good to go.
We're going to try it.
We have a large slice of cake.
Yeah, we have
we have drinks.
A milk-based drink that neither of us should drink.
Well, but here's
because we're two lactose
intolerant stands. No, but here's the thing. This is perfect junk food because what we're going to be doing today
is talking about junk.
Talking about junk TV. We're going to be talking about some junk Korean TV, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So we thought we would do a video about Island.
Yes, and I will have to give this up to Teresa for this idea for making me watch this reality TV show.
Have you ever watched any of the Korean idol reality shows? Neither have I.
No, I
haven't.
We
have nothing to compare it to. We didn't ever watch Produce one.
Is it
Produce?
Produce.
Or is it Produce?
Probably Produce. Not like
Produce 101. This is a grocery show.
Is that like Guys Grocery Games?
I don't know.
Does anybody watch Guys Grocery Games?
I'm going to call it Produce 101 from
Okay,
now.
Produce 101.
Oranges.
Oranges.
Or any of the other ones. I don't even know what the other ones are named. I know Stray Kids came from a reality show.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Stray Kids did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're pretty good.
Yeah, but all of them stayed. It was a show where, 2 of them got voted off, but they got to come back at the end, and it was all so there was, no point to the show other than to make you like them.
Well, I'll be honest. Island is pretty brutal.
It's intense.
It's very intense. So, you kind of got to be ready to see small children cry.
I'm a high school teacher. I was a middle school teacher for 4.5 years and an elementary school teacher for half a year.
That's
so
a normal
I'm used
thing.
to making small children cry.
Okay. So that's a normal thing for you.
Yeah.
See, that's okay. See, for me, I take care of adults on a daily basis, so seeing children cry still makes me a little bit uncomfortable.
Me.
Just a little bit. But not
This makes me sound like a terrible person. I'm not a terrible person. It's just sometimes people cry and you're like, yeah, you should cry. Adults too.
Whoa. So Teresa's definitely got some rain vibes as far as judging goes.
Zico's pretty chill.
Zico is chill
He's
AF.
super chill.
Zico is chilly.
Like, I got
Zico's
signed
been
to
my
do this
favorite.
show. Y'all paying me to be here.
Zico's like my favorite dude and my favorite bro. And you know, let me not talk about.
My producer though is Bang PD.
Yeah,
He's just a
mean,
big ball of fluff. And I just want to hug him.
Well, let me not talk about how much I love Zico because that could take up pretty much the entire video. So let me not do that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we should preface this by I don't know how to pronounce any but their names correctly.
I will try, but probably fail.
I will give
really
them nicknames
miserably.
that somewhat sound like their names.
We're gonna give some of our favorite ones nicknames.
Yes,
I think
we have a joint favorite one. We
do.
Well, one of them. Well, obviously the names that are like very obviously like English names.
Yeah,
we're
those
not
are
gonna
easy.
Mess up.
You're not gonna mess up how to say Jake.
I don't know.
Jacques.
But I apologize in advance. It's not meant to be mean or disrespectful. It's that I literally.
We just don't know how to say
23 of them. And
it's a lot to learn.
don't speak Korean. I'm working on it, but I don't even know how to pronounce the like letters separately.
I mean, honestly, it's really tough to learn another language, and I feel like people don't give you enough credit for at least trying and, you know, being made fun of while you're trying to learn another language. It makes you feel really sad inside. So please don't make fun of us.
Yeah.
But we're going to try our best. And
I'm sure when they're all popular idols in the group that I will probably stand, later on I'll be like, wow, old me was stupid. I can't believe you can't pronounce Splash's name.
Splash.
And I'm going to be like, wow, old me is dumb.
Well, I would just hope their new group isn't named, like, The Island or something like that.
Well, I would think they want to do the show again, so wouldn't that be dumb?
Yeah, that would be dumb. I don't know.
But they might be dumb.
Also, this cake is really good, and I'm going to keep eating it. It's very good. I wish we could share some with you guys.
Here, you want some cake?
That's not.
I can't eat.
It's not social distancing approved, but you know we can send you some.
I'm eating it for you. You're welcome. Yeah. I'm taking these calories upon myself.
Okay. So are we ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to start?
Well, first we have to drag the screen in. Are we dragging the screen in?
Okay, yeah, we so you know who we're talking about, just in case we mispronounce names.
So that your head is showing.
You're
beautiful.
Cake with me.
Yeah, take.
Just so that we can, when we're talking about people, we can be like this one,
this guy.
Wait, if we pronounce their names wrong.
Plus, there's a lot of them. And, like, I don't know how much you guys are going to get into Island, but I will tell you it's very addictive. I was a little hesitant when I first started it, but dang, man, 3 episodes in, I'm really into it now, so.
And the episodes are an hour and a half long.
It's commitment.
They come on at 11 p.m. Korean Standard Time Friday. So, our Friday, that's 10 o'clock in the morning. So, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's on Mnet's YouTube, Big Hits YouTube, and there's another one. And it's streamed live. Yeah, it's streamed live with subtitles. Now, the subtitles kind of suck for the live version. So if you wait like till almost to the end of the day of that Friday, they're on Viki. And those are obviously subbed independently. And the people who sub the Island episodes say who's talking. So that's a good way to learn who each one of the members are by their faces, because it'll say like so-and-so is saying this. Yeah. Because again, there's 23 of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like back when I used to stand like Super Junior. Had to learn all their names.
Nope.
And then, oh my God.
I can't.
It's really
That's
intense.
why I will talk about that here, but like we don't know what the final number of the group is going to be. Some people are saying it's going to be like all 12 of the Islanders that are stuck in there.
That would be
I don't
terrible.
think that makes any sense because you can only vote for the Islanders once the voting starts. So my guess it's going to be like a group of 7.
Like BTS?
Like BTS.
Okay.
I mean, they could like be like Yeet and do a group of 6.
Yeet!
You know, and not have like an odd number. That would make some interesting dance numbers and
I mean,
stuff
I feel like you have
but
to have an odd number to have like that formation and have that center.
And they're not going to have 4.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I would think that it would be 7.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think 5's too small.
Yeah.
And they already have Tomorrow by Together, which was their last group that came out.
7.
7 or 9.
7.
But then only 3 people don't get in. But you could have 9. But there's a lot of groups that have 9 members right now.
You know what?
There's not a lot of groups with 7. There's like BTS and got 7.
Well, so you know what I hope they really don't do is like, you know that idea that they had, was it for AOA, one of the girl groups? One of the big
groups?
Well, no, it was a big giant girl group, and they would like rotate members, or maybe it was after school. I can't remember, but they wouldn't have a consistent groups. Yeah, they would just, like, rotate people in and out. It's kind of like NCT as well, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know a lot about them. But, yeah, I think they would, like, rotate different people in and out. So it was kind of strange, because then, like, you didn't really develop any, like, fan loyalty. You didn't really develop, like, a consistent narrative. I don't know. It was kind of strange. So I really hope they don't do that.
I want to vote on, I'm going to guess 7.
7. Okay. I mean, if anybody is out there in the internet watching, please let us know your thoughts on how many people.
I would think it wouldn't be 5. The only reason I said 6 because that's half of 12, right?
Yeah.
But
it's probably 7. It's probably 6, and then they'll have like a 7th member that's a wild card or something. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be like one person from ground. They'll be like, just kidding.
JK lols, you're in. It's kind of, okay, so I would say this show is a lot like American Idol, The Voice, mixed with The Hunger Games. Is that your cat?
Yeah, I don't know what Romeo is.
And then
he wants to be in this video.
He does. But, you know, I would say that's what the combination of the show is. Plus Survivor.
Okay.
Plus a little bit of Survivor.
It's the Hunger Games for idols.
It's the Hunger Games of love.
Except nobody dies.
Except nobody dies.
It's Big Brother.
Yeah, and it's Big Brother. So it's kind of an interesting concept.
It's creepy. So I'll quickly explain the concept of how this show currently works.
Yes, because it's confusing.
Because I say currently because we don't know. They could just be like,
yeet,
and change it because shows, reality shows, reality shows. Okay. So you had 23. I keep saying 23. It could be 24. I'm pretty sure it's 23 though.
Okay.
Which is weird. I bet it was 24 and like one person couldn't actually be there.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm,
but anyway, pretty sure it's 23. I'll know if yes, 23 or else there'd be a person here.
Yeah.
Okay. Math.
It's okay, you're a theater teacher.
We already established in the like intro video that like math's not my forte. So you have 23 idol trainees from B-Lift and Big Hit that were picked by their companies to be on this show, and they signed up for it, and they range in age from I think 14 to 22, and they're from Korea, America, Australia, Vietnam, Taiwan, Japan. Yeah.
International.
International
Playboy. Okay.
And only 12 of those 23 can be in the island, which is the big fancy building with like bedrooms and a kitchen and like the training facility
and a large mysterious egg.
Crap.
Large mysterious egg. Don't forget about that.
Lots of TV screens and creepy cameras everywhere that you can watch a month after it was filmed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did I tell you? I think I mentioned while we were watching when they first had that intro where like. So you had, like, the 3 producers. So you had, like, Zico, Rain, maybe Bang PD, like, all in a room looking at all of these little boys on, like a CCTV type thing. Oh, God,
That's right now. This apparently was filmed on June 12th.
So nobody is there right now, I guess. That's weird. Okay, so this, like, CCTV kind of setup. Like, in the intro, you have those producers kind of sitting there and watching all these people. And I was like, ugh, I'm really glad it's not girls, first of all, because that's, like, an extra level of creepy. And then, secondly, like, can you imagine, you know, even if you're an idol trainee and, like, it's kind of intense, and I feel like when you're in idol training, you kind of, like, give up a lot of, like, your personal freedom and stuff, but, like, just giving up, like, that level of, like, privacy is just really bizarre to me, right? I mean, I hope there's some areas that they don't film, you know, but like, I mean, this is this what Big Brother is like?
Well, I think, like, all of these none of these are the bedrooms right now.
Okay.
So, like,
so the bedrooms are off limits. Okay.
I mean, sometimes they show the bedrooms and stuff like that, but they'll, like, post on Weverse and say, like, hey, we're showing the cams from this day. And it'll be, like the other day, it was almost ready for the third episode to start. And they were showing cams of, like, the boys in the rooms and stuff for the first day. And I think that this started recording, like, June, end of May or the beginning of June.
Yeah.
Well, this says it's June 12th, right? June 12th is, like, when they started filming, the beginning of June, because, like, it had to be after D2 came out because Taki was singing it in the first episode, in the first or second episode. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so 12 people can be on the island at a time. If they're not on the island, if they're not the 12 on the island, they're in this room called the ground that is still on the same site, that is basically a training room with, like, a room behind it with tables for them to eat at and stuff. Now, all the people in the ground don't sleep there. They get to stay somewhere else. They spend the night someplace else. They're not, like, making them sleep on the floor of that room or anything like that.
I bet they thought about it.
Maybe.
I bet they thought about it. I bet they were like,
and they may changed it. I mean, all of this happened after COVID started, so I'd be really interested in knowing, like, how did they make sure that all the contestants stayed safe and nobody.
I wonder
on the
if they
crew
were
or anything
testing
like
them
that.
daily. I mean, I personally would.
How do you have nostrils after that, though? Like, just be, like, permanently, like, just a Q-tip, like, all your brain. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you have gotten your COVID tested, but they pretty much tickle your brain a little bit.
It didn't bother me at all, but, like, I think that I didn't go deep enough or something like. But, like, I use nose spray, and, like, I stick, like, a nozzle for nose spray this far up in my nose every night. So, like, that didn't really. I was like,
I know,
this is
but
just
no,
like,
it does. If it doesn't
and then you
hurt,
twist and go further.
yeah. If it doesn't hurt, and if they don't basically tickle your brain, they didn't do it right. Ask for a retest. Okay. Okay. All right.
She's a doctor.
Ah.
Anyway,
right.
And go get tested. Like,
if
seriously.
you have symptoms, yes.
Go check
Yes.
your temperature.
Wear your mask.
Wear your damn mask.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Yes. Okay.
Um,
We only hang out with each other, and we're both paranoid, so we're safe.
I'm super paranoid. Anyway,
All right.
so it's a revolving door between the ground and the island. So if
The revolving door is on the egg. This needs to be said repeatedly.
Yeah, there's
the
a
egg is
literal
weird.
revolving egg. Okay, but also ground revolving door as far as, like, idea that if you get voted off the island and you go to the ground, you are then replaced with grounders that were there before you were voted off. So anybody who goes to the ground has the opportunity via the producers to get back from the ground onto the island. And out of the 12 people that are island when the show's over, those are the only people that have the opportunity to debut. But we don't know what the final number is, but that is going to be a vote done by the public, by you and I. And by the time I get done editing this video, there will probably be another episode out.
Yeah.
Episode 4 will be out because we're filming this on Thursday, and I hope that I get this out tomorrow. But I also, while we're filming this, might get my Japanese albums, and so we might do the unboxing for the Japanese albums. And I'll put that out tomorrow.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter which order we put this in because the same 4 people will watch it.
Yeah, I mean, this is mostly an kind of intro video / who our favorites are.
Yes. So that's the idea. Watch it. It's good. If you don't have Vicky, you should.
Well, and personally, okay, and here's the thing. Personally, I really like it because, like, Big Hit is involved and Zico's involved and whoa, buddy. I am a big stan of both of those things, so.
And P-Dog and Mr. Sun.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, so I think this is a good segue, maybe, to talk about our thoughts about let's talk about how about we talk about the initial episode, and then we can talk about our favorites. You want to do that?
Like the first episode?
Well, I don't know. I mean, our thoughts are kind of jumbled
I thought the
together.
first episode was kind of unfair in the fact that,
let me see what
like, the order, they voted after each person performed. Like, and I understand, I like that it's internal votes, but I didn't think it was necessarily fair because, like, the groups that went first or were more likely to get in.
Yes.
Because people were being nice. And they were like, oh, there's more room left, like, we'll let them in.
Yeah.
Whereas the groups that went last, and yeah, they got to decide kind of, like, when they'd go, but, like, people are shy. You just walk into a room and you don't know anybody, and they'll be like, okay, go perform, and that's super awkward.
Well,
it'd be awkward to perform in front of those people, and it would be the people it'd be super awkward to be the ones watching.
Well, I mean, yeah, imagine being a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old and being in that kind of environment. Like, I'd probably explode and run away.
I mean,
like,
they're trainees,
seriously.
So they're performing for people all the time, I assume. But I hope that they would know most of the people that they would be performing for.
Well, the problem is some of them have only been training like 4 or 5 months. Like, that's not very much.
And like, some of them have been training for like 3.5 years.
Well, and even then, like, I mean, we've kind of gotten a little bit of a look into what it's like to be a very young idol trainee because, like, we've gotten to kind of experience some of that with standing Jungkook and, like, seeing how young he was when he first started, and he was, like, looking for people to look up to and wanted, like, positive validation and stuff, whereas, like, this whole environment is kind of like a battleground.
Yeah.
Instead, so it's not like you really get a lot of positive reinforcement, like, oh, you're doing a great job. And your peers, too, that you're relying on for some of that, they're your competition. You know, so it's definitely a difficult environment to be put in. Yeah.
I worry about the group, whatever group there is, after all this, if they'll actually get along. Mm-hmm. Because
they're not.
I'm a petty person, so like I can forgive somebody for something, but that doesn't mean I ever forgot that they did it.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like, if they ever screw up again, I'm going to be like,
that
one time you did that one thing.
Well.
And I know you said sorry for it, but.
Well, so here's some of the notes that I took on the first episode. I literally wrote, is it ethical to put young people through this? Question mark. And then I said, they're holding hands like little babies. And I said, I don't know if I could do this if I was 14. You know, and those are the things that I kind of thought after watching the first episode. You know, because it's just like, oh man, and like some of them are older and of age, so I feel like evaluating those people is easier than evaluating the younger ones or the ones that seem younger. It's harder for me, at least. You know, I'm talking about
Taki mostly. Maybe my feelings are a lot different because, again, this is going to make me sound like a jerk. But because I've been in theater for so long.
Yeah, and you teach kids.
It's like a competitive environment as far as like giving parts. And I'm the person who casts kids.
Wow.
In like the show and stuff like that.
That's
and I've
really
done that
stressful.
For kids that were 13 and older because I did middle school for so long.
Right. I mean, that's super stressful.
Even in school, even in like in the classroom, we had to like cast kids for things.
Yeah. I guess for me it's a little different because I was older when I was placed in that kind of like competitive environment. I mean, I was telling you about my surgery rotation where we all ended up, you know, in the same house at the same time because of student housing, and we were competing against each other like to get the best marks or the best spot or whatever. But that was when I was older, you know, that was when I was in my 20s, and so it was a little bit different. Like, at least I had a sense of identity where other people couldn't, like, bring me down as easily.
Where you're that young, your identity is, like, that thing
fluid.
That you love.
It's very,
you know
and it's very fluid. Like, it's not, it's ever-changing. And I feel like when you're a teenager, you end up caring a lot about what other people think about you, too.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
We care. Everybody cares about what everybody thinks about them. No person can be like, I don't care what people think about me. You care what someone thinks about you. There is someone in the world you're like, I don't want you to dislike me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, that's human. That's human nature. So, I mean, that kind of segues to what you were talking about earlier, too, about how like Asian culture too, kind of, even from a young age, pits people kind of against each other. So
in some places they do that in America, but it's generally frowned upon, of like posting people's grades out in public.
Yeah.
Or like even as a teacher, they teach us teachers not to call kids out in class when they're being disruptive, like not to use their name, to like say something to them like off to the side, like at least for the first warning. If it's like a multiple occurrence thing, then you can be like, hey, Jimmy, you need to stop talking. But they teach us to try to use like proximity first, to try to like stand them there and be like,
hey.
Which I'm sure is very different than what they do in other countries. Like we care very much in America about hurting people's feelings.
Well, yes, and I think
sometimes I think it's okay, but sometimes we take it a little too far here.
You know, and so like that's what's funny is because like I think I'm coming from a completely different perspective, because like I'm coming from the Asian perspective where I'm like, they were too harsh on me, and so it's like it's funny. Because, like, I felt like that some of my schooling, at least when I was younger, really traumatized me.
Okay. So, and I never had that necessarily. I was never traumatized by my schooling, but I also never, well, that's not true. Like, I grew up in the situation, like, you competed in this. Here's a trophy for existing. You know what I mean? Like, but I always knew that wasn't, like, I was like, why? I didn't do anything to get this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's like, really, it's about merit-based versus, like, still giving you credit for particip and hard work.
And I think there's a somewhere in between.
There's probably an in-between that's better. Okay. And it's like, it worries me how the people, at least who are not going to make it on this show, how they're going to feel after all this is over.
And are they still going to be debuting in group?
I know. Are they still going to be training? Are they still going to be, or is this like their last shot? Like, what are the stakes here? What are the stakes?
And that's why I feel scared. But I also, this only relates somewhere in my brain. This is like ADHD brain. But like, I also worry about like us saying negative things about any of the people. Yes. Because what if they're popular later on and people will be like, oh my God, you're so-and-so anti or like anti or whatever. Like, because we were critical of some of their things. These are, again, this is our opinions.
These are our opinions, but secondly, I don't think we're going to be that critical. I mean,
I don't think we're going to feel any different than other people feel.
Yeah, and I think a lot of what we're going to be, I think a lot of what we're going to be saying, too, is going to be maybe constructive criticism.
Yeah, not that they'll ever hear it, but, you know.
I mean, yeah. Because we're not important. But
the 3 people that watch this, I hope none of you 3 people are offended.
Please don't be offended.
Yeah.
We're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, because to be frank, the other thing I wrote on my phone is I could never do what they're doing at all. I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't do anything. So it's like funny when people are like backseat critics, but they're not actually doing it, you know? Yeah. And like,
I only vaguely know from auditioning from so many shows.
Yeah.
Of like
how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've auditioned for a few shows myself, but like, I just feel like idol training is such a different kind of environment.
The only closest thing I can relate to is like in college when we tried out for things and there was like more than one director, there'd be like one tryout and all the directors would be there. So it'd be like you and like 12 people looking at you.
Yeah. I've done a few
They can't give you any feedback or anything either.
So it's like you're performing in front for like...
And I did speech team when I was in middle school, so I was like 12, 13, and like standing in front of a group of people that I didn't know, like doing poetry and like stuff like that. Like, I can understand, like that is terrifying. Or trying out for a musical and like having to do a dance number by yourself and you learn it like the day before.
Well, that too, I mean, in the timeline that these people have to like learn the dances too, just doesn't seem like a lot. Like, oh my God, they had like 6 days to learn like super complicated choreography. I'm just like, oh God. But then like we watch it and we're like, you guys suck.
I don't think we're gonna be commenting on anybody's like lack of dance skills though.
Nah. We're mostly gonna just be talking about petty shit.
Yeah.
Just that petty drama. You're here to get the tea. We're here for it. Okay. Out. Who our favorites are. And then we can get into some of the favoritism that we feel like either the producers or like the other contestants kind of are
or
expressing.
The opposite of that.
Or the opposite of that.
Like, who's the villain?
Who's the villain?
There's always a villain for a good reality show.
I mean, they got some kick-ass editing in this island show. I mean, like, it makes it pretty intriguing.
Some of it is, like, really long-winded editing. And you're like, okay, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Like, hurry up and get... Okay.
I'll be honest. I let Teresa fast-forward through a little bit of it so that we could get to, like, the actual performances and the actual, like, meat of the show, which is, like, awesome. You didn't like that? Okay.
It's carbonated peach milk. I literally poured some into your cup.
It's not good. It's no bueno. That tastes like Pepto-Bismol fizz. That's really bad. Okay, so this is the peach.
I don't think it's that bad, but like I can't actually drink it because it's milk.
This is the peach flavor, but I really like the melon flavor. The melon flavor is really good.
Does it taste like cantaloupe?
Yes.
I hate cantaloupe.
It tastes like fake cantaloupe. You know, like that Korean fake cantaloupe taste?
No, I haven't.
Okay, maybe I'll get
There's
you some.
There's a Korean fake cantaloupe taste?
Yes. The more you know.
Okay, I'm going to keep drinking this for a little bit. Anyway, continue. Okay. People we like.
Okay, people we like. All right, let me... hey, how do I get back to their faces?
Scroll up. Oh, I'll just do it. Sorry, anybody who's seeing my food in my mouth.
You can also edit this part out. Okay, so Teresa and I both have, like, one guy that we really, really like.
We call him Sunshine.
We call him Sunshine because he is the epitome of sunshine.
He's in the top part.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. He's...
Oh, yeah. So, we're going to butcher his name, but it's Sunu?
Like, you pronounce the O twice, it sounds like.
Sunu. But we call him Sunshine. We're going to refer to him as Sunshine from now on. He is just super cute, has, like, a really sweet personality, really good singer, and a really good dancer. He just seems like a nice guy. His reactions are, like, super duper cute. And so we really like him. Is there anything else you want to say about him?
I just like his, like, he's 16, so he's a baby. He's only been training for 10 months.
Yeah.
I don't know they don't say where he originally trained. I'm sure if we Googled it, we could figure it out.
Yeah.
But as far as, like, for the other people, he's, like, I just like his facial expressions and stuff.
Yeah.
He's not the most skilled out of any of them.
No,
not at all. But as far as, like, just, like, people that I want to, like, know
get
more
to
about.
Know, or, like, we find him charming.
Yeah.
My other favorite is Jake, which...
We love Jake.
Oh my god. I love Jake, and I shouldn't. No. Because he is baby. He's 17. So he is Australian and / Korean, and he's not been a trainee for very long. I think just like 4. He's one of the
9 months. He's been
4 to 9 months, somewhere around there. So he hasn't been training very long, but he's charming too. Like, there's just something about the way he dances and the, like, just his personality. I really like him. Who's your you have another favorite, right, Teresa?
Well, I mean, I like the other person that was, like, in their group with them, which is Young Ben. The 3 of them were the group 1 that performed. And when they
this is Young Ben.
performed their song, they did Crown by Tomorrow by Together.
Oh, and yeah, they did.
It was really
Young
cute.
Ben. Yeah.
Just the 3 of them are adorable. They're the ones that have been training
Young Ben is 18.
4 to 9 months.
Are these the international ages?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure because, like, on the show it said, like, their age is older than they were. Mm-hmm. So I think that this is international age.
Okay.
Who else do I like?
I
really like Jay.
Jay. Oh, I like Sungwon too, but this is Jay. Jay is
he's from the United States.
He's United States. He's American. Woo! Woo! America. So South Korean / American.
Cat.
So
making sure he didn't try to eat cake. He didn't try to eat cake.
So I want you to tell them about like the first episode and what you pointed out to me when he.
Jay is in the second episode.
Oh, second episode, yeah.
Jay, I just liked that, he wasn't doing that great as far as, like, auditioning for parts in the second episode. And he had, like, specific parts, like the first chunk of parts he all wanted. And he didn't get any of them, but he kept trying out. Like, even though every time he got turned down, like, every single part they were voting for other people other than him. And every single time, he, like, kept trying it again. And, God, that's got to be, like, really hard to do.
Tough.
Like, to get turned down again to keep doing it. And then in the second episode, he ended up going to the ground, right? In the second episode, he kind of, like, is one of the leaders of the ground group. And, like, helped organize them and stuff like that. He's, like, a really, really good dancer. I'd say his singing probably needs work.
Yeah. But he's trying.
He tries everybody
really
needs
hard.
to practice him. He's just a lower vocal range.
Yes.
And he's singing. I mean, I don't know if he learned Korean off the bat or if he learned Korean as a first or second language or
we don't know.
knows,
but we're kind of I'm kind of partial to him because he's part American.
Yeah,
but,
we would like a Korean American.
We would love that.
Cool.
Jongwon, I
16.
love he's 16. I love his voice. Really reminiscent of Jimin's voice.
Like very high
in
pitch.
BTS. Very high pitch.
Easily
very
recognizable.
But also in like the first performance, really solid. Like rock solid. He was able to sing while dancing. Woof.
And I think he got the highest score in the first episode. He's not like
Jungwon.
His performance stands out, but like outside of that, like he hasn't done anything that like really stood out to me. Like when they're not performing, like them talking to other people, he kind of. Yeah.
Who's the figure skater guy?
The one I pointed out, Sunghoon. That guy.
Sunghoon. Okay. Sunghoon.
He training for 2 years. 17. He was a figure skater
for almost 12 years. I made some notes on him because I was like really intrigued by him.
He's really interesting.
Sunghoon, figure skating guy.
All right. He just seems interesting to me in the fact that he's a figure skater.
I mean, that's really cool. I mean, that's athleticism at its like highest or whatever. Okay.
And then we have Hee-sung. I don't know why we haven't talked about him yet.
Oh, shoot. Hee-sung.
If this guy doesn't debut, there is something wrong.
Hee-sung does not become a top act in Korea by the end of this, I quit Korea. I quit it. I quit K-pop. I will be done.
Unless he has some kind of weird arc where he becomes the villain. Which I hope they don't do that for him. Because he's been training for 3 years. He's one of the ones.
3 years.
So him and then Suwon, S-E, whatever has been the ones that have been training the longest.
Suno?
He's definitely a trainee with Big Hit. He trained with Tomorrow by Together before they debuted. And he's like super talented.
Serving
in the
us
third
some face
episodes,
right here.
they have him singing like just by himself, like without a like main microphone, just like chilling, like singing in English, and it sounds so freaking good. His dance is strong.
Good.
His vocals are strong. Even the other members like knew who he was when he came in, and they were like, "Oh my god, he's here!" Like,
"Oh my god, he's here!" Like that gave him some notoriety.
Their idol. Yeah.
Oh, he's my idol too.
Yeah. We want him.
We just want him in the last.
He definitely has some like growing to do as far as like how
personality and teamwork
stuff. But other than that, yeah. I mean, I like Kay. He's awesome. He's a Japanese
Kay is really sweet and very, very, very talented. And I think it was Zico in the last episode, in the third episode, who basically said that he thought Kay did even a better job, like had better dance lines than Hee-sung did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, Hee-sung's kind of like what's that word? When they're like up top and you're like trying to measure up to them? I don't know. I'm not going to think of it right now.
Kay is 22 years old.
Kay's older, yeah.
He's like one of the oldest ones there.
But, I mean, and it says a lot.
Him and the guy from Vietnam.
Yeah. I mean, it says a lot that Kay is Japanese and still killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says a lot.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
We will talk
other
about
people from other countries that we noticed.
Yes.
Who else? He's the oldest one.
Son?
No, he's the one who's been training the longest. 4 years and 2 months.
Oh my gosh.
He has been leading kind of like, he's like the gentle guy in the background. Like,
yeah.
I don't have his name written down, but
yeah,
I noticed
he didn't really
stand out.
Episodes. He didn't really stand out to me. And wasn't he one of the... Seon was one of the ground people, right? He wasn't on the island yet?
No, he's on the island.
No, after the second episode.
No, he's been on the island the entire time.
Girl, I'm sorry. Clearly haven't been paying attention. You know how, like, when you watch a show and you just watch it for, like, 2 people? I feel like I'm doing that.
I've watched it 3 times now, so it's, or 2 or 3 times now.
Teresa did her research. Damn. Okay. All right.
I just also... Taki.
Let's talk about Taki. Let's talk about Taki. Look at Teresa's face right now.
Everyone loves Taki.
Everybody loves Taki.
And he is really freaking cute.
He's like a little tiny baby.
But he's not the youngest one there. There's like 3 of them younger than him.
The problem is he acts really young.
He does. He
like
acts
you
like
can,
a baby.
And you can tell that the producers like love him because he's like really cute and oh baby. And like I think Army secretly has a soft spot for him
because we know that because everybody knows that he's a fan of Suga.
And I can't blame him for liking Yoongi, but do I like somebody just because they like Yoongi?
And did I influence your opinion on Taki? This is what I want to know. Would you have liked him and been like, he's great if I hadn't been
No,
around?
I still think he's really cute and charming. Like, don't get me wrong.
But I think there are other ones that have more higher, like, I will be mildly upset, and I don't want to be called an anti, that's why I'm so worried about this.
Well, move over to closer to me.
Okay.
So you can make this public statement that's going to get us canceled.
He is really adorable, and he actually, he's a good dancer. He could be a stronger dancer. He's a good singer.
Yes.
But there are stronger singers. And as a theater teacher, I know people think the awkward face movements are cute. I just find them awkward. So, like, I'm just like, oh, like that's not quite it. And maybe that's me being nitpicky and stuff like that. But, like, if we're going to go for, like, the cute ones that need growth or whatever, there are ones that have
better
more potential along the line that I think right now, we're only 3 episodes in, my opinion can absolutely change. Yep. He can have an arc where it's like, this kid is like amazing, and I'll be like, oh, that's what everybody was seeing that I wasn't seeing. But right now I'm not seeing it. Like, he's really cute and adorable, but like, I hope that he doesn't get picked. Like, I hope he doesn't get
picked just because he's cute.
Just because he's cute. Does that make any sense? Like, I feel like, because I get tired of that, at least in American television shows, where somebody wins or somebody does something because they're the token that person. You know what I mean? And it's not that they were more talented than other people. Well, it's that they were, like, cute or had, like, a sob story or, like...
Yeah. No, and I think, like, even the show does a good job of, like, portraying him kind of as, like, following his older brothers around and, like, stuff like that. And I mean, like...
Calling Kay his dad.
Yeah. Like there's some cute stuff. So here's the thing. I thought maybe you were being a little bit harsh on him until I saw, like, his first dance, and then I was like, ugh. I was like, that's not as good as some of the other people. Like, like, he just doesn't bring as much to the table, but, like, if what he has brought to the table is potential, and he can use that to, like, get, really
he can absolutely
good.
Get better.
He can absolutely get better.
But I don't know if, like...
He has to work really hard, though.
If we're hypothetically picking 7 out of the pick, he wouldn't be one of the 7 that I would pick right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
He would not be one of the 7 that I would pick.
It's like, yes, he is very cute, y'all. Like, so we would understand if some of you liked him. And liking Yoongi sometimes is enough for me. I'll be honest. If you're Yoongi biased, I pretty much already immediately like you a little bit. So, I mean, it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. But I think we're done talking about Taki.
Yeah.
And hopefully...
We could talk about Taki's BFF. Nikki.
Whoa. Okay, you need to edit in like an evil noise, like. Okay, let's do it because this is the tea y'all been waiting for. All right.
I feel mildly bad for Nikki because I feel like they're definitely
because of the way they portrayed him.
He's at the bottom. He's in the grounders. He's right there.
Thank you.
They are definitely I feel like evil editing him now. They had he voted off Taki. Like the first episode, they were supposed to be best friends,
BFFs for life. Because
he is younger than Taki. I don't. It's weird. Every interaction I've seen the two, he's younger.
Oh crap! He's only 14.
Yeah, and that's another thing is he keeps being one of the main people voted by his members or whatever to be leaders because he's a really strong dancer and singer. His singing is good, but it's every 14-year-old has problem with, which is pitch.
Yeah, but he's a very good dancer.
He's very good dancer.
Excellent dancer.
Yes,
excellent.
He needs to work on people skills.
People skills. You know those things that every 14-year-old boy has
when
they have those crazy raging hormones? People skills.
Yeah, and I feel bad for him, and I worry that he won't.
You feel like he's targeted.
I feel like he's targeted right now. I hope that they are going for a redemption arc with him.
But it's so fun to hate him.
He does have a resting
RBF.
Yeah, he does.
He has a RBF. Yeah, he has an RBF for sure.
As somebody who has an RBF, that doesn't mean that he's not one of my favorites.
Yours isn't as bad as him, but look at even his face, the way they edited it in this picture. He looks like he's the bad guy. Yeah, he's this face.
But again, he's 14 years old. It totally makes sense that he doesn't know how to interact with people.
And girl, think about it.
He's in arguments with people.
Yeah, and he's in a completely different culture. He's in a Korean culture. He's not in the Japanese culture. He's probably not used to any of this.
Yeah.
And I really wish they would quit portraying him as more evil than he probably is. He's probably just a kid.
Yeah, they're definitely making some choices to make him look worse than he is. They zoomed in on his face when Taki got to go back to the island, and he just kind of went... All right. And over here, Daniel is crying and hugging.
Sucks to be you.
Daniel is crying and hugging EJ. Oh my God, I'm so happy for you. I know I just got here and it sucks for me, and I just got a real high score. So why the hell am I here? But you're going back and you're my friend. Nikki, that.
Nikki's kind of sucks to be you that you're not me. Sucks for you.
That's what it seems like right now, and I think they're editing him that way.
Yeah,
which kind of sucks. But
yeah, I mean,
you gotta make people watch the show.
It's unfair, but also super fun.
I mean, it's a reality show. We all know how those work.
Yeah.
Who else do we not talk about?
We haven't talked about.
We didn't talk about Daniel. Daniel's real adorable. He's another one of the real young ones. I just talked about him and DJ were real close friends. They were the one holding hands.
Daniel.
He's
Daniel's
adorable.
really
he's
sweet.
In the ground right now. He's super talented. I don't know why he's.
He's also American.
Yeah, it's hinted by his name.
Well, no, some
the
of
only
them
one that doesn't have. Well, that's not true. The Australian.
Yeah.
The other one, Nicholas, is one who I thought was from, but he's Taiwanese.
Nicholas. Yeah, so sometimes Taiwanese people have other type of names too.
Have their Thai name and then their not Thai name.
Not Taiwanese. Taiwanese, not Thai.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Taiwanese people have that.
Sorry, I'm at a dumb moment.
It's okay. But no, Thai people too, like Lisa from Blackpink.
That's an abbreviation of her name.
Yeah, but then Nikun from 2PM goes by Nick sometimes or something. So, yeah.
And the guy from GOT7 is Thai too.
What's his name?
Bam Bam.
Oh, Bam Bam. Okay. So, this is Nicholas. He cute. We stan. All right.
Glasses. We didn't talk about glasses. Here he is. We both thought about it at the same time. Gionu. He's cute. He wears glasses. We stand people who wear glasses. She's not wearing her glasses right now.
Oh my God, I don't have my glasses. Hold on. There we go.
Yes.
We stand people who wear glasses. All right. So, and then EJ I think I said something about EJ. I can't remember.
We've only got to see him perform at the beginning performance and like.
Did he do the rap part?
I don't know.
He's an islander, right? Yeah.
He is now. He was a grounder.
Okay.
After the first episode.
Okay. All right. Then J-Bum. Okay. So in the last episode, the third episode,
I don't know why the producers picked him to go back.
So
he messed up all the lyrics when he was... Like, we didn't get to see his dance, though. So maybe his dance was, like, way better than everybody else's.
It might have been. I don't know how the producers are really choosing...
Who goes from the ground back to the island.
Well, so J-Bum, I will tell you, I got really annoyed with him in the last episode because he... was like, oh, we're from the ground and now we're on the island and we're so shy and we're not stepping up. It's like, dude, you gotta prove yourself. Step it up.
Yeah.
Step it up. Now's the time. So he really, like, made me a little ticked off because he's, like, crying and stuff. Do you like it? Chill song. Okay, here, I'm gonna try it. Okay, you scroll through and talk about more people while I try this.
But yeah, I'm not sure why he got to go back. And this is who I thought should go back. Han Bin. He's Vietnamese. He's the only one from Vietnam. He's 22 years old.
Really good.
He's been training for 11 months. I think he's really freaking cute. I love the way he talks.
This just tastes like ginger ale.
I don't think it's like ginger ale and Sprite. It's like an ale 8. Have you ever had an ale 8?
No.
You live in Kentucky now? You've never had an ale 8?
I'm from Ohio, y'all. From Ohio.
We're going to fix it, okay? He was on a dance team in Vietnam. I thought his rapping when they did the initial thing was really good. For somebody who was rapping in another language. His singing that he did the last couple episodes, I noticed that it was actually pretty good. I don't know how consistent he is because we haven't ever got to see because he was like voted off right away. He was like voted off into the ground like the first episode when they were voting on people and he hasn't been out yet. Like he's only ever been in the ground. He's never got to see
the light of day.
The light
of the egg.
Yeah. And
we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll go back to how we feel about that.
How we feel about that.
Why who else have we not? We've done.
We haven't talked about Taeyong.
He got stepped on a lot. That's all I remember.
Poor guy. So in the last episode, they were doing fire choreography. They had to do a pyramid, and he was on the bottom.
Yeah, this tastes like an ale 8. I'm sorry. Yeah, he was on the bottom a bunch. He got stepped on a bunch.
Which I do worry about their physical safety a little bit.
Yeah. Who else? We did him and him and him and him.
Yunwon.
I don't know much about him.
He's cute.
He's a very recognizable face.
Yeah, he's very cute. He's got a very distinct face.
He's only 15.
Aww, little baby. Okay. Did we talk about Jay? Yeah, we talked about Jay. J-Ho.
This is a different person.
Yeah, J-Ho's different.
I don't know much about him.
I don't know J-Ho.
Yeah, he's probably been in the ground the whole time. I don't know.
Kyungmin was like...
Jimin, we haven't talked about him very much. I don't know a lot about him.
Yeah, Kyungmin, I know, was a little bit on the weaker side. And, like, Rain had, like, a lot of constructive criticism or whatever to give this dude. He was a little bit shy. And then...
Nicholas
Sungchul. I don't know.
Nice face, but
they're all gorgeous.
I mean, yeah.
Yongbin.
We talked about him.
Yeah.
So that's all of them.
I think we covered all of them.
So sorry
if we missed anybody. We kind of did it randomly.
Something we noticed and we don't know
if it's intentional.
If it's intentional.
I think it is.
I think it is, yeah. Okay. The people that they're voting off, like the last time they voted, the group, right? And the first time they voted,
episode, yeah.
Has been primarily the people that are not
Korean.
Pure Korean. Every time.
Bum, bum, bum. Insert ominous sound.
Yeah. Like, I've noticed that like, when they have to vote people... Yeah, with the exception of K, I think, because he's super, super talented. And it could be, I don't know, that the people that are foreign are just, like, less talented than some of the other people there.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But I feel like that's really weird that out of, like...
Yeah.
So, out of the 6 people that they had to vote off one time, only one of them was Korean, and the rest of them there was an American, an Australian, a Japanese, a Thai, and...
So can I tell you what my summary of the first episode was?
What?
Voting is unfair. Camera work is terrible.
Yeah. The camera work during the performance is good. God. I understand that they just have them, like, set up there. They probably didn't have, like, actual
Well, and this
people.
was just the first episode that it was bad. Because the second episode and the third episode, they, like, turned it up a little bit. So it was good. But, yeah, Hanbin, you know, we were talking about him because he's the Vietnamese guy. He did the best out of his initial group. He did the best.
Yeah.
And he got voted off.
Yeah.
And he's still not back on the island. How is that guy not back on the island? He's so good.
There's got to be something we're not seeing. I don't know.
I mean, so, like, merit-based versus personality/charm, but then there's this extra layer of, like, ethnocentrism and, like, maybe favoring the Koreans a little bit more. And then, so it's like, why have a survival show and just exclude people that are foreign? Like, that's not gonna make Korea look like a global superpower.
Be multicultural, but not
like pretending to be multicultural. It's like, here's a participation award for being here, but JK Laws, you don't really belong. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Yeah. And
like, it really, I mean, that would be disappointing if none of the foreign members like make it to the final.
Let's count how many there are. Like, I don't know. Keep talking and I'll count how many of them there are.
Okay. Let me see. So
there are 8 out of the 23 that are not purely Korean.
Well, that's actually pretty good. That's actually a better ratio than I expected.
3 from Japan.
Okay.
1 Taiwanese, 1 Australian, 2 from the United States, 1 from Vietnam.
Okay, and I think we can name probably all of them because we like all of them. Yeah. We like all the 8 that are on there. So the Japanese are Taki, Kay,
and Nikki.
Okay.
Taiwanese is Nicholas.
And
Australian's Jake. Jay and Daniel are from the United States.
Jay and Daniel. Okay.
And
Hanbin
is from Vietnam.
Yeah. Vietnam. Like, all 8 of those, like we couldn't name all 23. Absolutely not. But we can name all 8 of those because they all stood out to us.
Yeah.
That means they're that good. I mean, even though a lot of them are on the ground right now. Right?
He's Korean.
Yeah. Hold on.
We have 1.
So
2.
right now, Kay and Taki are on the island.
Yeah.
And then Jake, Nikki, Nicholas, Hanbin, and someone else. But like
1, 2, 3, 4,
like 4 or 5 of them.
6 of the 12 that are in the ground. 6 of the 11 that are in the ground, and out of the 8 foreign members, 6 of 8 are in our ground right now.
Yeah. No
that
bueno.
Seems weird.
No bueno. That's no bueno. I hope you guys are watching this and are like
throwing some random Spanish.
Yeah, just throwing some random Spanish.
It's not good.
But it's not good. It's not good. I don't like that. And I really hope it changes going forward if we're gonna stick to like this meritocracy, merit-based, kind of idea.
But I wonder what will change, like, when people start to get to vote, like, and it's not the producers. Like, are people going to get to vote for who from the ground gets to go back? Like, how that's going to change dynamically of, like...
So here's the thing, though. Do we feel like people voting, if the way the producers are voting is just, like, a small sample of how the people will vote? Or do you think people will change it all up?
Well, there's a lot of stuff that we don't get to see. Like, we didn't see all the Grounders audition videos. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't see them.
Okay.
We haven't. And then we haven't seen their next performance. We've only seen part of it.
Maybe that's why Taki made it back, yo. Maybe Taki was just, like, busted out. Like,
but I've seen all his other dancing, and his dancing is not as smooth as the other people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a good dancer, but it's not, it's a more...
amateur.
It's amateur-y.
It's more amateur. He's more
not that I'm a dancer, but I can tell the difference between, like, him and
Hee-sung. Woof.
Yeah.
Hee-sung is so good.
But, yeah. That's what we gotta say about Island.
So, let us know if your guys are gonna watch the show, first of all. Second of all, if you're going to... who your favorites are. I want to know. I want to know who people think their favorites are.
Post about it.
And
tag us.
Yeah,
you don't have to use a hashtag. Just like tag us.
Just tag us. I mean, you guys know our names on Twitter now.
Although mine now, I should say, statement. I got my original account back.
You did.
I did. So you can follow the Jello Stand. That's my backup account. Or you can follow my original account, which is a capital O T7 Jello Stand. And I'll put a little thing where you can read it down here.
I'm still Mr. Hubert. Not
Mr. Unbert, which is something I've done so many times. I just want to put an N in there.
It's okay. You can put an N in there. That way none of you can find me. But yeah, I mean, I would really love to talk to people about what they think about the island. Because the island, or island?
Island.
Just island, not the island. Just island, because it's a really interesting concept. This is the first time I've ever been into it, and I'm really into it now. So... yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. And then we're going to post a video after the next episode. By the next time we film, it might be the next 2 episodes, right? Maybe.
We could do the next 3. We could talk about the next 3. There's only 7 episodes, though.
There's only going to be 7 episodes?
I think so. There's only 7 tasks. Maybe there's going to be 8 episodes.
I feel like there's going to
be 8. 8 because there's a task per an episode, and the first one didn't have a task.
But do you think they're gonna do it like American Idol style, where they end the team stuff and then they start doing individual stuff? No, that doesn't make any sense, because you're not just picking one American Idol.
No, I don't think they plan on doing this very long, because they want to start working with them. Get that money.
But yeah, we're gonna keep talking about it. We're gonna make more content.
Yeah, much later on. This will be like part 1. Island.
Part 1.
Part uno.
Part uno. All
okay.
right.
So, wear masks.
Yes. Be safe.
Be safe. Be kind. And love yourself.
Yep. See you later.
Bye.